Zenless Zone Zero feels like a pointless game. I don't feel like it really needs to exist or it adds anything new to the market, if that makes sense. I'm not trying to be toxic, just hear me out. See, Genshin Impact was like the introduction to gacha hell. It's a good first starting point for gacha games. A bit of gameplay, a bit of story, it does a little bit of everything, but not perfect. So eventually, you get tired of that, you want to move on. And this is perfect for MiHoYo because then they got something like Honkai Star Rail. And they get people familiar with gacha, familiar with the way they do gacha, and then you move on to another game. That's exactly where Honkai Star Rail came in. It's like maybe you don't have as much time to dump into Genshin Impact. Maybe, there's so much stuff you have to grind for in that game, and then there's this streamlined turn-based experience that is Honkai Star Rail. But the problem is it's turn-based. So I was thinking Zenless Zone Zero would be the more kind of hardcore experience, the more hardcore hack and slash experience for people who want a challenge. I don't know where I got this. I thought somebody told me that this would be more of an experience, but maybe I was wrong because at this point it's just looking like another Hoyo game. And in terms of combat, they already have Honkai Impact 3rd, which I've heard good things about. I haven't played it, but I've heard it's good in the combat when it comes to gachas. So it's just like, what is this game trying to accomplish? Is it like more of a streamlined experience of like Honkai Impact 3rd? Because I'm a big fan of hack and slash, so I was interested in this game. But after watching a lot of info and beta streams, it really doesn't seem like it has any focus at all. There's a lot of cutscenes, which are skippable, thank God, and like a lot of the mini games sort of distractions and stuff. Like there's a roguelike mode where you're doing a lot of puzzles. There's an arcade, but I didn't ask for any of that. I just want some in-depth combat. As somebody who likes the like hack and slash games, I want something challenging. This seems pretty easy and simple, like many other HoYoverse games. I'm hoping that's just because this is like the tutorials, the very first levels. But it seems like all you really got to do is mash, maybe use some skills, use an ultimate, switch out at the right time. And it's like, how is this any different from Genshin Impact? I feel like this game doesn't understand what it's trying to capture for an audience base. It just feels, like I said before, another Hoyo game. There's minimal gameplay or difficulty. But this time around, the story doesn't even seem that important. So I'm just wondering what's the reason for this. I mean, Genshin Impact had the advantage of COVID. That's why it blew up so big. Honkai Star Rail had a player base which was very unsatisfied. A lot of Honkai Star Rails were Genshin Impact immigrants. I was hoping that they would try to satisfy the ones of us who enjoyed Genshin Impact for the combat. It makes perfect sense to just make a more combat-focused Genshin Impact. But it just seems like they've already reached any audience they've had with this type of game. This doesn't look challenging at all. So that's just my opinion. If you're going to make a game, either make it innovative or just build upon what your successes you already have. But, what do I know? I'm not the billion-dollar company. And, this game could just be successful straight off the back of Hoyo fans because Hoyo has a lot of fans that are very hardcore for their games. I feel like any game they make will have a huge audience, so it's probably that. And it's not like a gacha can't survive on a small audience. I don't think it's not going to work or anything. I'm not excited for it the way I was. How do y'all feel? That's it. Peace.